Greetings, programs. Welcome back to ArcNeo Reviews, where I'm going to look at a fairly old figure that, funny enough, has a little bit of relevance today. So, today we're going to be taking a look at the 2007 movie version of Big Daddy, who, I'm sure some people are recognizing this paint job already. Yes, this is a much larger version of a Minicon, or not Minicon, Micromaster, that at least at the current date, because they just remade him for Earthrise, Daddy-O. So, yeah, they took a Micromaster, they took its paint job, and they made it a deluxe figure. It goes deeper, though, because despite this being a movie line figure, this is a repaint of Transformers Cybertron Downshift, who, Downshift was basically the not Wheeljack of the Unicron trilogy. So, as you can see, really nicely done car mode, actually. Just classic, you know, American Muscle styling going on. I do appreciate how they hid that hinge right there by painting it in the flames and working it in there. That's a level of detail that we could use more nowadays. Just to make it appear, you know, a little bit different, it is actually textured on the top here because it's supposed to be like a fabric top. I think technically it's supposed to be, you know, convertible or something. I'm not sure on that one, but yeah, just to demonstrate that it's a fabric top, they did, you know, texture that. Fully painted lights, exhaust back there. They even molded some of the, you know, underside. Like, it's not just blatant robot under here. They made it look like a toy car from all angles. And that's really cool. He does come with accessories. He's got, he's got two guns right here. These guns even are really cool because if you can see right there at the top, they're molded at a slight angle, as well as they have a little cutout right here. Now that cutout is going to sit over this little piece, and then the angle they're molded at will help it line up just perfectly flush with the back of the car. And he's got one molded for each side, so go ahead, pop those on. And there he's armed up with his guns. And, you know, it still looks pretty decent. You know, it's got, like, you know, the triggers kind of have a fin, you know, look going on, like you'd see on a, frankly, much older than this car. That's almost something from the 50s. They do fire pretty well, actually. They got a nice bit of bounce back off the backdrop there. And they do have, basically Minicon ports on the outside if you want. So, I guess they do on the other side too. So, either way, you've got, you know, good number of options for how you want to plug these things on. As well as, because he's a remold of a Cybertron figure, he comes with a planet key. Now, this is just a, you know, generic planet key, no code on it or anything. That was already done away with by then. And, he actually hides his planet key port right back here in the window, or the back windshield, which is really cool. Not enough figures hid the planet key. I just have to say that right now. And, you just push this in a little more. And a shocking grabby claw thing pops out of the front. And again, it's really cool. You know, there's not a lot of ways to say it. This is just a really cool, really solid figure. Transforming him is super simple, super easy, but still fun. Go ahead, pull out the arms here. Get them rotated down. Pop out the fists. Itch my nose. Come to the back. split the back of the car. Fold it down, and it will eventually here. Well, it's fighting me, but that little hook is going to go into there and lock on eventually. There we go. Fold up the front panel there. Fold up this little piece of the bumper. Then, if you can, go ahead and fold out his feet. I'm going to have to use a missile to hook his foot there. Fold that little piece out. Alright, that foot just cooperated with me. Close that up. And then, he'll probably have done it on his own, as he clearly did here. But, as soon as you fold this piece back, the head will come up and reveal itself, as well as these little side pieces are also spring-loaded. So, there you have Big Daddy in his robot mode. And it's a simple robot mode. You know, clearly this is a Cybertron era figure, but it still looks really, really good. He's got a lot of clear plastic in his head, purple mouth visor. Unfortunately, no actual light piping, just because of all the springs and stuff in his head. Really good posability. Very little bit of wiggle at the head. I wish he had a little more there. But you can rotate the shoulders all the way around. He's got a 90-degree elbow bend. He's got an outward movement. No rotation, really, which is weird. You can move the shoulder back a tiny bit. That's really all you get there. Nothing at the waist, but he does have ball joints for the hips, so he can kick forward. Push that out of the way, he can kick back. Get his arm out of the way, he can do the full splits. Little rotation there from the ball joint. 90-degree bend at the knee. He does have a swivel under the knee. You can adjust the feet a little. You can move the little heel piece if you need. So, there's quite a bit you can do in terms of posing this guy. As well as, no matter what position this back panel is in, it will still activate his little claw gimmick. If I can manage to get this in there again. So even with it folded down on his back, still does it. That's genuinely impressive engineering, actually. And obviously, you know, you can go ahead, give him his guns in this mode. They are ridiculously huge, which just makes them that much cooler. So, yeah, again, this is one of those figures that it's old. It was just a blatant, you know, use the name so we don't lose trademark again kind of thing. This is, you know, again, this is named after a Micromaster. But it's so cool. You know, I know there's a couple other versions of this. Obviously, this one is already a repaint of the original Downshift, like I said. So, yeah, any version of this you find, it's simple. No, it doesn't have the posability of a modern figure. But there's something to be said for just how solid and straightforward this guy is, as well as how heavy he is. This thing is solid. You are not being cheated out plastic in this guy. And yeah, any version of this, it's going to be fun, it's going to be cool, and you're probably going to have a pretty good time as long as, you know, you have a soul and you like things that are good. So, anyway, I will see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.